Hello everyone, welcome to Naomi's Bookshelf. We are doing a bookshelf tour today, or the unread books on my shelf, I should say, is actually what it's going to be. So these are my classic shelves behind me. I will be going through them and showing you every book I have not read on them. Some of these I wish I have read already, but I haven't. So please let me know in the comments which books I should prioritize, which ones you might like to buddy read, and which books I might be better off throwing away. I'd like to know all your thoughts down in the comments. Also, while we're on the topics of comments, I'd also love it if you gave this video a like and subscribe if you are new here and enjoy my bookshelves. But let's get into all of the classics I have not read, but I still own. For my Agatha Christie shelf, I have a couple collections. So this is the Midwinter Murders collection, which is a short story, the complete Miss Marple short stories, the Agatha Christie Compendium, Recipes for Murder, Hercule Poirot, the short stories, the complete short stories, and pictures of the Art of Her Crimes, which is a coffee table book. Down here, I have the Edgar Allan Poe collection. I have the Sherlock Holmes collection, which is, just a bunch of cases. The Oscar Wilde collection. I have here another Oscar Wilde bind-up, which I need to read some of these short story collections. The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. Grimm's Fairy Tales. Love and Friendship by Jane Austen. Then I also have here a little book about In Defense of Mrs. Elton. The Canterbury Tales, which is a retelling. And then along this row here, I have several books I need to read. In this one, I have Peter Pan and Wendy in Kensington Garden. I also have the case book of Sherlock Holmes. Next one is War of the Worlds. I also have the complete plays of Oscar Wilde. And I also have Tales of Imagination and of Mystery and Imagination by Edgar Allan Poe, which does not belong there alphabetically, but okay. Next shelf, I have Confucius, which is, I think some poetry, I'm not sure. I also have Mad About Madeline, which is a collection of stories. I have Les Miserables, a visual journey of the book. Roman Myths. Literary Landscapes, the Ronald Dahl Treasury, and then Rebecca, which I have technically read, but listened to on radio drama. Down next shelf, we have A Long and Fatal Love Chase by Louise May Alcott. We also have Lady Audley's Secret, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, Shirley, Little Lord Fauntleroy, Evelina, Plays by Chekhov, Don Quixote, Robinson Crusoe, The Pickwick Papers, His Last Bow, The Brothers Karamazov. I don't know what that is properly pronounced or not. The Gambler, Crime and Punishment. I also have Notes from the Underground and the Devil, The Tyler Mystery, Queen Margot, The Black Tulip, The Yellow Wallpaper and Other Stories. Marnie. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Far from the Madding Crowd. Lady of Quality. Strangers on a Train. Ripley's Game. The Iliad. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The Haunting of Hill House. The Ambassadors, The Portrait of a Lady, Metamorphosis, Kim, The Stepford Wives, The Perfect Day, the Lovecraft Compendium. On the last shelf, we have the Blue Castle, Story Girl, Ovid, or is that Metamorphosis by Ovid? I don't know. Classic Tales of Detection and Adventure, Classic Tales of Horror. Then we also have The Moon and Sixpence, 3 Thespian plays or Thespian plays. I believe I have read this collection, if not, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the Histories, War and Peace. Funny story. I have never read this War and Peace, but I have read this War and Peace. So, or maybe, no, I've read this War and Peace, but not this War and Peace. So I need to reread this War and Peace because apparently it's a completely different story, which I had no idea about until I tried reading it with a group. Anyways, Around the World in 80 Days and House of Mirth. Along this little pile here, I have The Unknown Ajax, The Foundling, One Day in the Life of Ivan Devanovich. Still don't know how to say that. Black Beauty and Mary Barton. I also have Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, and that's it for this pile. I've already read Heidi. For my Agatha Christie shelves, the last of it, I only have to read Giant's Bread, Unfinished Portrait, Absent in the Spring, A Daughter's a Daughter. In this corner, we have Spider's Web, an autobiography by Agatha Christie, and Come Tell Me How You Live, also by Agatha Christie. Down here, I have some short stories. I have not finished The Golden Ball and Other Stories, The Mousetrap and Other Plays, Poirot Investigates, 13 for Luck, and Murder in the Muse, The Regatta Mystery, and 3 Blind Mice and Other Stories. On to this other classics section. We'll back out a little. So this is The Skeleton's Holiday, Fame. Then we have On Murder Considered as One of the Fine Arts. We have The Terrors of the Night. Well, They Are Gone and Here I Must Remain. The Yellow Wallpaper. And A Terrible Beauty is Born. I also have here a collection of medieval poetry. So I have The Owl and the Nightingale, Cleanliness, and Sir Erkenwald. I have The Crucible, 3 plays by Thornton Wilder, 10 plays by Euripides, 3 plays by Sean O'Connery, 3 plays by Sean O'Casey. Then I have Hedda Gabler and The Pillars of the Earth. Then I also have Hedda Gabler and The Pillars of the Community. I have Shalako by Louis L'Amour, Strangers from the Tonto by Zane Grey, The Breaking Point, Mary Robert Reinhardt's section here now, The Doctor, The Great Mistake, Episode of The Wandering Knife, The Yellow Door, The State versus Eleanor Norton, Miss Pinkerton, and Lost Ecstasy. The last shelf down here, I have read a lot of these. I still have to finish off Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales. I also need to read the Tuesday Club Murders, but that is the last classic on my to-read shelves. So those are all of my unread classics. Please let me know in the comments, like I said before, books I should read, books you'd like to buddy read, or books I should just get rid of and aren't worth my time. I'd love to know all of those things down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. I'll be working my way through all of these shelves, so subscribe if you want to stick around for more of my unread books. I would love for you to come and tell me any books that I should keep or whatever else. So yeah, I will be doing those shortly, and there's a lot, unfortunately. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.